Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Randy Cotton and Charles Davis.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Ravens, led by the leading rusher amongst quarterbacks in 2018. In his second season now, Lamar Jackson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
I'm going to come back to you.
To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
53, check 53. Here we go. Rush in.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Go on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On second down, Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his 2nd season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and he's in sync with his quarterback.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Try to get it to Landry there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down now, it's Ingram. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the pass brought in by Roberts, and they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Mayfield. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield with it once more. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they... The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield. Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson letting one go deep. He's got it at the 15. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry again, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. That is incomplete. Landry again, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're...
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Roberts got it. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Again, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram.
Let's go,
and with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
180! Up, left. Here we go. He's crashing. My touch.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Hunt. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Switch!
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Mayfield now. He finds Beckham complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's caught by Roberts. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. To throw, Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Fourth down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to Now let's take a minute to start your week by installing your game plan. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Drops it off for Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award, and he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. What did he do with it?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! I got it.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so
and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, I'm coming. Check four.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Looking ahead to Week 6 in the NFL, some big games next weekend, including the first London game of the year. Panthers and Bucks, they'll do battle in the UK. And back home, it all starts Thursday night with one that a lot of folks have circled on the calendar. The Giants and the Patriots. The Pats maybe still stinging from the losses. A Super Bowl 42 and 46 at the hands of the Giants. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
20. Hey, award 33.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go ahead.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mayfield now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds his target. Beckham. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Here we go.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield with it once more. It's caught. Backward. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 11. 180. Move off Horford.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So we are, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On first down, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Five yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career on second down. It's Hunt, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Coleman. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
We got 4.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught by Coleman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get on the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it with Coleman. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown. Out of the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on first down. Punt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second and a yard, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Right there. 54, right there.
Mayfield on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now Mayfield on fourth down. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Mayfield now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Here we go. Ready?
We got trips over here. Let's overload.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.